it's Matt from Knack's Design here with the first of our series of how-to videos. What we're going to look at is a cool little Illustrator lesson. What we're going to do is we're going to make something that every designer should know how to make. Something that looks very complicated, but in reality is very simple. We're going to make a beveled star. So what you want to do is start by opening up Illustrator. We're going to open up a new document. What I'm going to do for my artboard size, I'm going to make it 144 pixels by 144 pixels. That's the same as 2 inches by 2 inches. Go ahead and click OK. Once your artboard pops up here, you're going to grab your pen tool. We're going to draw a vertical path. So drop an anchor point in here anywhere. And we're going to draw a nice straight vertical path. That looks about good there. With our path selected, we're going to add a black fill and turn off the stroke. If you leave the stroke on, it's going to look a little funky later on down the line when we complete the design. So again, we're going to give it a black fill and turn off the stroke. With our path still selected, we're going to go to the Effect drop down. We're going to go to Distort and Transform, and then into Transform. You get your Transform Effect dialog box here. Make sure you turn on your preview. Under Rotate, we're going to give it an angle of 36 degrees. And over here under Copies, we're going to give it 4 copies. We're going to leave the scale at 100 for both horizontal and vertical, and we're going to leave the move at 0 for both horizontal and vertical. Go ahead and click OK. And what you can see here created is this little star design that's going to actually make the lines that create our bevels. So with your path still selected, we're going to go to Object, Expand Appearance. What that does is expands this into one complete design instead of just one single vertical path. These are all now joined. So we have our bevel lines here. Once we have that created, we're going to go into our rectangle here. We're going to actually grab our star tool. We're going to go over here. You're going to center this on your bevel lines that you just created. From here, you're going to hold down Shift and drag out your star. And what that does is that constrains, gives you equally proportioned 5-pointed upright star. But you're also going to want to hold down Option, because what that's going to do is help you draw, when you drag, draw your star out from the middle. So we're going to hold down Shift Option, and we're going to drag our star out. And what we want to do is we want to make our star just a little bit bigger than the bevel lines we created. With our star selected here, I'm going to change the color. I'm going to go with the dark blue. With our star selected, we're going to go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. And what that does is it drops our star shape to the background and it brings our bevel lines up to the foreground. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. We're going to grab our Direct Selection tool, and we're going to take these bevel lines that we just created, and we're going to drag them right out to the point of each portion of the star. So grab all 5 of them here and drag them out to each point. What this is going to do is it's going to create the different sections that will create the bevels on the star once the design is complete. So we're just going to drag those out to each point. Get that last one there. Once we're done here, I'm going to zoom out. Alright, I'm going to grab my selection tool again. I'm going to select everything. With everything selected, we're going to go under Window, go to our Pathfinder panel. With our Pathfinder tools, everything is selected here on the artboard. What we're going to do is we're going to hit Divide. And you can see what that did there is it divided our star up into several different sections. And we're going to select our star again, and with everything selected, we're going to go to Object, Live Paint, Make. Now what that does is that makes our star editable as far as colors are concerned. It's still all divided into several different sections, but now we're going to be able to edit each individual section color-wise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit K, which is the shortcut for the Live Paint bucket, or you can also find it here in the Tools panel. I'm going to use my arrow keys. I'm going to go to the left here. I'm going to grab a lighter blue. And what you do is you just go in and you paint each different section. You want to do every other section. And what that is going to do for you is it's going to give you the beveled star look. Now what you want to do next is you want to group everything together so that you have one group and you can move it around however you want. You can resize it. If you're going to resize it, pull from the corners. Make sure you hold down Shift because that'll constrain it. If you don't hold down Shift, you're going to distort your star. You're going to stretch it, and that's not what you want to do. End up looking funky. You can do whatever you want there. So hit Control Z and undo that. So if you're going to resize it, make sure you pull from the corners and you hold down Shift. And that's pretty much it. You can, at this point, you can add a stroke if you want, a drop shadow, an outer glow, whatever you need for your design. But like I said in the beginning, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. It looks complicated, but in actuality, it's very simple, and every designer should know how to make it. For more information or to see any of our other videos and our lessons, or just to check out our artwork and our design work, you can check us out at www.nacketsdesign.com. You can shoot us emails, any questions, comments, or concerns, anything you'd like us to do, any lessons you want us to put together for you, or if you just want to browse and check it out. Thanks.
Listening to